So what we're talking about today is this fact that the sea surface temperatures in the southern Pacific have gotten really, really warm these last couple of months. That means it's an El Nino. And I'll note here that the last time this happened was in 2016. Here's a really interesting way of looking at this climate data. So this is the land temperature anomalies, and you can see the last time that they were really warm was in 2016. A lot of the months that are standing out are in 2016. Again, that was the year of the last El Nino. Here we can see that global temperatures starting from 1950 rising on this nice steady direction, but with a lot of oscillations, and this is the El Nino La Nina oscillations. Let's isolate and just look at those alone. So now we've characterized each of these months as either a strong El Nino, last one was in 2016, or as a moderate La Nina, and that's what we have been in the period we've been in these last several years, which is cooler temperatures. ChatGPT can help us understand what we're seeing here. Tell me about the Oceanic Niño Index. So ChatGPT can give us context for the data and actually build a conversation in 3D space around us. There we go. It's going to go ahead and tell us about thresholds on how the strength of the El Nino La Nina gets cut off. It tells us a little bit about how the Oceanic Niño Index is used to identify El Nino and La Nina events. Notice that we're just building a conversation here in 3D space around and next to our data. All right, so it can tell us specifically about the definitions and frequencies. The El Nino events occur irregularly, the kind of impacts El Nino has, and the definition, which means that the definition of El Nino is when you have above average sea surface temperatures. We can get even more specific. So this is our latest very strong El Nino event in 2016. Tell me about how this impacted California. We can use ChatGPT to give us very specific information. It says that a very strong El Nino in early 2016 had a significant impact on California. The snowpack increased significantly, which helped alleviate some of the drought conditions. So let's put it all together. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a combination of the land temperature increases and the ONI across the depth. And you can see that this strong El Ninos are also some of the biggest spikes in temperature. And we can see that the moderate La Ninas tend to be lower in temperature. However, the last 2 years here, we have had an increase in temperature even though it's been a low El Nino. It's an inverse relationship, which is really interesting. And that's why we come back to this chart where we're taking a look at the fact that the last time we had an El Nino, a strong El Nino, was 2016. Look at those global temperatures where they were the maximum, both here at the end of the year and at the start of the year. And now we're going back into another one of these patterns. This indicates that we could be going into record high year for temperatures around the globe.